Hi, I'm Caroline Chang, the producer and host of Awake to Oneness Radio. I just wanted to come and share with you guys today. So much has been going on in the world scene here in the US, where I live. 10 days ago, there was the midterm elections. Anyone that knows me and has been listening to my show knows that I am not political, did not vote, have no intentions of ever voting again. In truth, I've only voted 3 times in my entire life, and I'm 60 years old. And I wish I could take those 3 votes back. It'd be interesting. I've been thinking it'd be interesting to look up my voting history if there's a way to do that, because I know when I've actually voted. So I'm just curious if now that I'm a registered voter, if there were ever votes done on my behalf that I didn't actually do. Just curious. Because no, I'm recording this for you for YouTube. Let me adjust that camera a little bit. Let's see. That better? Okay. Anyway, I'm recording this for YouTube, and we know that YouTube censors the truth. Bottom line, they don't even censor you when you say that because they know it's true. But anyway, so I have to, I want to always share what's on my heart with my audience and my listeners. And I always like to share the truth. And since YouTube censors the truth, I have to maybe sometimes talk in code. But now those anybody that's awake understands the code now. So one of the things I did post a blog last week on my right not to vote, because I actually was getting, I guess, some flack from certain people that believe that if you don't vote, you don't have a voice, which is complete BS. Like I said, I am 60 years old. Only, I like that. I'm only 60 years old, but I've never been political. I remember when my dad, when I turned 18 years old, it was during a presidential election year. And my father was urging me to register to vote that year, I remember. And I was raised where you don't really express yourself to your parents. So I couldn't say to him, well, Dad, yeah, our ancestors did fight for the right to vote, but they also fought for my right not to vote. Because for me personally, no politician has any authority over me. And I've felt that way my entire life. So it's not new. And now that I know that no politician has authority over me, I'm not playing in that game, because it is just a game. Even before 2020, it was just a game. And I don't play in it. I don't, for me to play in that election game, that is unreal, in my opinion. It's like saying to them, I believe that, you know, me voting, it basically me voting is giving you authority over me. So no, thank you. No, 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 no. I don't need anyone to have authority over me. I am the only one that has authority over me. I am a sovereign, divine being of light. I know who I am. And because I know who I am, I have not given away my power. I haven't given them my power ever, especially the last few years. I don't wear a mask, will not wear a mask. I am not taking part in any experiments. Okay, you guys understand what I mean by that. I am sovereign. And I was born sovereign. The other thing I wrote recently on my blog is the Constitution does not give me my rights. Constitution is a piece of paper. I think it's a good piece of paper. Hey, I don't have anything against the Constitution. The Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Nuremberg Code of Ethics, all of these I think are great documents. But anyone with eyes to see that can see that over the last almost 3 years, those documents have meant nothing to the global governments of the world. They mean nothing. So just a piece of paper does not make you free. You're born free. And when you know that you're born free, you do not give away your rights that you were born with. You just don't. When you know who you are, that you're a sovereign being, born free, you don't give it away because your rights cannot, and I will say that again, your rights cannot be taken away from you. You can give them away, and you give them away when you're in a state of fear. You give them away when you think, oh, little me, I can't do anything. You give them away when you think by voting for a politician that that politician has authority over you. That's how you give away your rights. And me personally, hey, it's not happening. I'm not giving my God-given rights that I was born with. I'm not giving them away. Okay? And we all, every person on this planet can awaken to the truth of who they are and take that stand. Stand for your human rights that were not given to you by any man. You were born with those rights. So I think that's an important thing. That's one of the things, there's several things that I want to talk about in this video today. The other thing that came to me just a few days ago, or yesterday maybe, can you? Days are now, they're going by so fast, it's all just one big day. But I've been asking myself this question for my entire lifetime. I have always had only good intentions for everyone I've ever encountered, every person I've ever met. I've had nothing but good intentions for them. Yet there are times when quote unquote good people mistreat me and are unkind. And I wonder why. I asked my higher self that question yesterday, and I got the answer. After 60 years, I got the answer. The answer is not only are we light workers, a bright, shining light to shine light on the entire planet, on the entire universe, because that's how powerful we are. When we shine our light, it affects the entire world and it affects the entire universe. That's how powerful we are. But not only am I a shining light, which I've been told many times. Matter of fact, I was mentoring a lady in Australia this past week, and she was telling me when she first saw me in a Zoom meeting a couple of months ago, how bright my light shines. And that warms my heart because I do very much try to be that light, to be a shining light. But the other thing I realized, not only am I shining my light, I'm also a mirror, a reflected mirror and it's energetic. It's an energetic reflecting mirror. So everyone I come across, their energy is reflected in me back to them. And So if certain aspects of their energy is off, which we all have that, um, that's what's going to reflect back to them energetically, not by words, but by energy. So if my reflection, if I'm reflecting back any sort of shadow or lower frequency that is coming off of them and they feel it, many people react negatively to anything that they're shown that is a reflection of them that is not of the highest quality. I'm trying to say this as delicately as I can say it, but basically, anyone out there that feels like I do, that can't understand why are people being so unkind to them for no apparent reason. You've done nothing you've had nothing but love and light for these people, and they're returning your love and light with unkindness. And I just always wondered why for so many reasons, but the answer did come to me yesterday morning, where I'm a reflection. I'm a mirror for many people. And a lot of people don't like what they see in that mirror energetically. And so when they don't like what they see of themselves in the mirror that is me, they take it out. They take that energy, they take it out on me. But I stand firm in unconditional love. So no matter how bad a person treats me, I give them nothing but love. And sometimes that actually makes them even madder. I'm just being honest. No matter how unkind they are to me, all I show them is love. And I've been that way my whole life, even before I was awake to who I truly am. My awakening to who I truly am came in 2007. And so since that moment, I know why. I know exactly why I'm here. I'm here to teach and to demonstrate unconditional love, universal oneness, that there is no separation. That other person, even no matter how unkind they're treating me, they're not separate from me. And long as I keep that at the forefront of my mind, my third eye, I keep that activated. All I do, and now I know it's best not to try to use words when people are unkind. It's best for me to just keep shining and sending them light, love and light from a distance. Because if someone's unkind, you're not a doormat. You're not supposed to stay in the presence of someone who is treating you unkindly. You send them love and light from a distance. If your words, many times your words, they can't hear your words because your words are of a high vibration and they're at that in that moment operating at a low frequency. And if your words of a high vibration, they're operating at a low frequency, they can't even understand what you're saying because you're speaking an entirely different language. You're speaking from the fifth dimensional language of unconditional love, and they're stuck. They have themselves stuck and trapped in the 3D matrix. They can't even understand what you're saying. So, I mean, sure, you can try with your words to get through to them. I know from my own experience, it doesn't work. So I have, for my own, I have to protect my heart. And I do get hurt very easily when people are unkind to me for no reason. So I have to protect my vibration. I have to protect my heart. I have to distance myself from people who are showing me that they're just unkind to me for no reason. So that's my suggestion, is continue to send them love and light, but you do not have to stay in their presence. So that was like a awakening moment, or it was a revelation moment for me yesterday morning, when I realized, okay, they're not being unkind to me because of me. They're being unkind because of what is going on with them. And that's in every situation. People that are really vibrating at a low frequency, misery loves company. That's what I was trying to say. If a person is miserable, they are going to try to make you miserable. Okay. That's true. Okay. So all you can do is send them love and light. Sometimes your words may not reach them. The other thing about that is because I have a new series called "Can We Please Have a Conversation?" Truth and Freedom Movement. Can we please have a conversation? And I did a video like this a few weeks ago about having a conversation. Now, I love having conversations, and I can have a conversation with anyone. I don't care what their beliefs. I can have a conversation with anyone. And a conversation is not an argument. It is not a debate. It's not a fight. A conversation is just that. You sharing your truth, and that person allowing you to share your truth, and you allowing them to share their truth. And at the end of the conversation, you do not have to agree. Now, I have come in contact with 4 people who just cannot have a conversation. Every time you say anything to them, you can say hello to them, they're going to turn that into an argument. Seriously. And I realized, okay, again, I just have to separate myself. I can't even try. 4 people I know, I cannot even try to have a conversation with. One of them, actually, I met him first in person years ago, and then now we're on Facebook, and I share something with him that he agrees with 100%. And yet, but he has to, even though I share information with him or post with him that he agrees with, he still has to try to have an argument about something that initially he agreed with. Are you kidding me? So I said to him kindly, you can't have a conversation, because every conversation you turn into an argument. And his reply was, for me, a conversation is an argument are the same. Okay, so you just admitted what I said was true. If you're going to say, for you, a conversation and an argument are the same, you don't know the definition of a conversation. An argument is when you're trying to force what you believe onto another person. An argument, a debate, and a fight, they all mean the same thing. You're trying to force what you believe onto another. And in your mind, at the end of the debate, of the argument, there's a winner or losers. And there are no winner or losers in any conversation. The person believes what they believe. And as a sovereign divine being of light, they have the right to believe what they believe. You don't have to agree with it. And you don't have to impose your will on another person. And that other person doesn't have to impose their will on you. So if you think that a conversation and an argument are the same thing, you totally just admitted that what I said is true. You're incapable of having a conversation. Every time you speak to another person, you turn it into an argument. And I know 4 people like that. Every time I've tried to have a conversation with them, all they do is try to turn it into an argument. I'm done. I'm done trying to have a conversation with these 4 people. 2 of them are relatives of mine. Okay. But I'm done. I'm done. I was like, okay, whenever I come across someone now, I see they're incapable of having a conversation. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I wish you love and light, send you love and light, but I'm done. Okay, if that works, if every time you speak to a person and you have to argue with them and that's how you roll, hey, if that works for you, have at it. But I am not taking part in it. So there are people in this world that are incapable of having a conversation. I know 4 of them. So, but it's all good. Like I said, when someone is mistreating you for no reason, when someone just wants to argue with you for no reason, you be the bigger person, send them love and light, and separate yourself from that person. You're not here to be anyone's doormat. You are here to be a shining light. You are here to be a light worker. You are here to help with humanity's transition at this very important time. You're here for that. That's why you came. You're here to be the light and the love that you are. But you're not here to be anybody's doormat. You're not here to be anybody's punching bag. Okay. So it's really, really important. And sometimes, yeah, you'll end up looking around like, I'm completely in this physical, okay, in this physical 3D matrix. You can like, well, I'm completely alone. You can feel that's another thing I really want to share with my light worker friends who are feeling very alone in this transition. Trust me, I've been there my entire life, and I know, like breathing, I chose this life of solitude. Not that I love people. I love socializing. I love just loving on people. I love cooking. I'm a good cook, and I love cooking for people all the time. Here's the thing. Now, another thing is my son Kyle, who's in spirit. Anyone that listens to me knows that my son is in spirit. He transitioned July 1st, 2014. So it's been over 8 years that he's been in spirit. He's very much with me. But on the 2 days that my heart feels, the 2 days of the year that my heart feels heavy is on his transition date and on his birthday. Now, this year, my son is a Thanksgiving baby, meaning every few years, 5 to 6 years, depending on leap year, his birthday falls right on Thanksgiving Day. Now, Thanksgiving has always, always, always been my favorite holiday, not Christmas. And I personally stopped celebrating Christmas with the tree and the decorations and all of that in 88. I do love giving gifts. When I have the money I love to give. So the end of the year is a good time to give gifts. So I actually, when I have the money to give gifts, I do my shopping the day after Christmas, catch all the sales and give gifts. I love to do that. But I don't do the traditional celebration with all of the decorations in the tree and all of that. I stopped that in 88, a long, long time ago. But my favorite holiday has always been Thanksgiving. My favorite holiday has been Thanksgiving because it's a day I celebrate Thanksgiving every moment. I am thankful in every now moment, but Thanksgiving is a day with no religious dogma surrounding it. It's a day for family and friends to get together and just be thankful. That is what I love about Thanksgiving. Kyle is my Thanksgiving baby. He was born on November 24th. And every few years, like I said, every 5 to 6 years, his birthday is right on Thanksgiving. His birthday was on Thanksgiving in 2011 when he was in the hospital. And the next day was the first time that they ever put him on life support. And that was the day after his birthday, day after Thanksgiving in 2011. 2016, when he was in spirit for 2 years, I was gifted a reading on his birthday, which was Thanksgiving Day, 2016. And in that reading, you can hear his voice from spirit. Suzanne Giesman blessed me on his birthday on Thanksgiving Day 2016. Now here it is, 2022, and his birthday is right on Thanksgiving Day again. So it's my favorite holiday and his birthday. And I didn't want to spend that day alone. So I do have a plan. So I will not be alone that day. But it was interesting how I went about, reaching out to quote unquote friends and family. And my response that I got from people, which normally, it was hurtful, but it's okay. It's all good. I know everything happens in perfect divine timing. And his birthday next week, Thanksgiving Day, I will be cooking for for a family, neighbors that live nearby, and spending Thanksgiving with some neighbors. And I will be cooking and making a birthday cake for Kyle. So what I'm trying to say is, being a light worker in this 3D matrix is not the easiest gig. And we knew it. We knew it when we chose this mission of being the light in the darkness, regardless of what is happening, regardless if we're alone, physically. And I have to say physically, we are never alone. There is no such thing as being alone. You have a spirit team, you have your higher self, you have legions of angels surrounding you at all times. Yes, and I'm talking about the etherical and the spiritual. I'm talking about you are never alone spiritually. But I know, believe me, I know more than anybody on this planet. I know how it feels to be alone in this physical realm, but understand that it is a blessing that you chose before you came. It helps you to know and quiet your mind and to awaken to who you truly are and why you're here. Because our mission comes from within our heart and soul. It doesn't come from outside of us. Nobody outside of us can tell us why we're here. And we tap in. So many people want to know why they're here. And the only place, and people ask me that all the time, the only place you can get that answer is within your heart and soul. It's an inner journey. Basically, awakening is an inner journey. Humanity's great awakening, ascension, is an inner journey. You have to first start by going within and waking up from the inside. When you wake up from the inside, then that awakening starts to appear in the outer realm. That is, it's an inner journey. It's not trying to change the outer world. It's going within and changing from within. That is what ascension to the fifth dimension, to the new earth, is all about. And so that question I had about why certain people treat me unkindly, that's the best word I can use. And honestly, I know they do not even realize what they're doing. I know that. And I have nothing but love, forgiveness, and love and light for everyone on the planet. And I want everyone on the planet to awaken to the truth of who we are. So the sooner we awaken inside, from the inside, is the sooner we will be living in the fifth dimension together in the new earth, which is 5D. New earth is heaven on earth. And it is happening in our lifetime. But it's a choice. Humanity is at the crossroads. Now, and not every soul, and this is okay, it's not a judgment. Not every soul has agreed, has made the soul agreement to awaken in this lifetime. To awakening is a soul choice, and not every soul has, and it's okay. It's not a judgment. If that soul decided, okay, I want some more 3D experience before I awaken, I'll choose another lifetime to awaken. It's okay, because life is eternal. No soul is ever truly harmed. This life is just a dream of our own creation. That's all it is a dream. And it's a dream of our own creation. So own your dream. Wake up in the dream, realize it is a dream of your own creation, and own it. It's like, okay, in this now moment, I'm going to take a deep breath, and instead of reacting to a low frequency vibration, I am going to respond with love. So we want to, in every now moment, instead of reacting to the situation that we're in, we can choose to take a deep breath and respond from love. You can ask yourself, well, what would love do in this now moment? So I just wanted to share. I really felt the day, and I'm discovering with lighting in doing these videos, is the best time to do it is on a sunny day during the day, where the lighting, the video quality is so much better with natural sunlight. So, and I love my house because it gets a lot of natural sunlight. So I just wanted to share what was on my heart today, and wish everybody the best weekend. I'm recording this on a Saturday. Have a great weekend. If you're here in the US, have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. I am making turkey parts because I like to marinate the turkey parts, turkey thighs, turkey drumsticks, and turkey wings. I marinate them for 48 hours. They come out delicious. It melts in your mouth. So turkey parts, I'm making my father's famous sausage stuffing. Again, tastes good. And a cake for Kyle. I'm actually, I'm not making Kyle's favorite cake this year because it's not my favorite cake. Kyle's favorite cake is German chocolate. And I'm not crazy about chocolate, but so I'm making lemon pineapple cake for Kyle's birthday this year. So everybody, please have a beautiful, wonderful weekend. Have a great Thanksgiving with family and friends. And remember to be thankful in every now moment. God bless you. Love you all. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.